This morning, we look at one of the biggest issues facing the world's oceans, microplastics. Check this number out. An estimated 33 billion pounds of plastics enter the ocean every year.
Today, I will be talking about consumerism's effects on ocean pollution through the Marxist lens. I chose my topic because I have always been interested in the ocean. By talking about the issues with ocean pollution, I hope that I can give information to change people's perspective on this issue to look for a solution to polluting. When you think of the ocean, typically you think of rich coastlines, an abundance of colorful fish, and the clean beaches. The ocean to many is viewed as a beautiful place of peace and liveliness. Having so, the issues with our ocean are often overlooked due to a large majority of people creating a false reality where pollution has no effect on the planet. The issues with our ocean derive from a long history of pollution around the world. Every individual piece of trash polluted has an effect on our oceans. According to an independent study, there are 171 trillion plastic particles found in our ocean. On an individual level, there is around 21,000 pieces of plastic per human on the planet. With such a large amount of plastic pollution per person, you would wonder why there hasn't been a major concern from our society. According to the United Nations, plastic pollution has made an alarming contribution to climate change, which is often overlooked. According to experts, plastic particles found in the oceans limit the ability of marine ecosystems to remove greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. There are many factors that contribute to the large-scale pollution. One of those factors is consumerism, playing a major role in our global society. In a materialistic world where most desire the newest, best, popular items, the older and out-of-date items that once had their spotlight are forgotten and end up in a landfill. Consumerist beliefs developed and became prevalent around the First World War. Since then, the ideology has had an uproar in our society. A current example of consumerism playing a heavy role in our society is items that have annual releases, such as the iPhone. The main contributor to the increase of consumerism is advertisement. Found on our technology, billboards across your hometown, the news, and anywhere you can stick an image or short phrase. According to the Interfaith Center for Sustainable Development, ads do this in a very specific way. Firstly, ads often depict an unrealistic ideal life or way of living that sends a message to the viewer that their life is unsatisfactory or lacking in some way. Ads then associate whatever product they're selling to this ideal life, implying that all the consumer needs to be happy and reach this ideal life is to buy more products and large quantity of products. The ongoing effects of consumerism on our planet have resulted in the depletion of natural resources. Once abundant and easily accessible, natural resources have become a deficit due to the over-extraction of them and the exploitive ways of harvesting them. According to NASA, if the current rate of deforestation continues, the world's rainforests will be gone by the end of the century. Megacorporations around the world contribute to a large scale of pollution. Most, if not all, megacorporations do not think about the environmental consequences of their production. According to an independent study, just 100 companies have been the source of more than 70% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions since 1988. How come these companies can get away with the high amount of pollution they produce? Well, it's because enforcing environmental laws are hard to regulate due to the different groups of people affected by a change of law. Bringing this back to the topic of ocean pollution, there are many laws passed by Congress that help the issues of ocean pollution, but there are loopholes megacorporations use to get past those laws. An example of a law that helped our oceans was the Clean Water Act. The Clean Water Act has prohibited the discharge of oil or substances into most U.S. waters, including the ocean, since 1972. Using the Clean Water Act, the government can penalize companies for polluting the ocean. For example, after the BP Deepwater Horizon Oil Act, the government collected an unprecedented $5.5 billion in CWA penalties from BP. The solution to ocean pollution isn't necessarily having more government acts. Instead, the solution is for every individual person to limit their unnecessary purchases and to take accountability for discarding of their unwanted items or trash. After completing this project, I learned a lot about how consumerism works and how it plays a major role in our economy. Another important thing that I learned from researching this project was how much power megacorporations have in our economy, allowing them to have less consequences for their actions. I really liked looking into the causes of ocean pollution because it raises awareness of an issue our generation will have to work on to find a solution to.